Well, well, well. Look at me here. Time to take a look at the stream, why shall we? Just let me bring in socials in order. 12.7 on League. Damn, there's some guy making like an eyeball, Lunar of the Void looking thing for feet chewing, and it looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's simple too, it's like a simple design, but it looks really good. Anyway, Twitch, extremely sorry for the delay here, because I am really quickly trying to get these socials in order. Should have done this before I went live probably, but you know how it goes. You click on a thing and then all of a sudden you're already in the stream. It doesn't matter. It's all okay. It's all okay. In any case. Welcome. Anyway, there we go. Welcome to the official checking out of the patch notes 12.17. Now it's been a little while. We had a week of 12.6, and now we have a new round. Let's go over it and maybe play one game, you know, so we can have a good feel of what the new patch is going to be like. We're gonna see. Okay, here we go. Or should I just stream that? I should maybe stream the other screen here. I think that'll be a better look at it. Here we go. Ah, wait, now it's in front of me. No! That is not good. It cannot be in front of me. In any case, here we go. So, League patch 12.7, the newest of League patches. Today we get the Arcana skins that are coming out. We're getting a buff to Gangplank Gwen, Kalista, Karthus, Lilia, Nico, Pantheon, Wukong, Yasuo, and Yone. Why Yasuo and Yone are being buffed, I do not know. I already hate it. Gengar is being adjusted, and Jace, Lee Sin, Ryze, and Zeri are being nerfed. What a surprise, right? Something about system adjustments, I think, for Abyssal Mask, Fungal Winter, Gale Force, Moonstone Renewer, Umbral Grave, and Time Warp Tonic. So, this is going to be an interesting one, I suppose. First off, Gangplank is in the buff section. He's, his passive, which is basically the ignite on his thing, is being buffed. On the later ends of the stuff, so early game he still has the same amount of damage, but quickly he will scale way faster and do a bit more damage with it, which is okay, interesting. But his healing is being nerfed, so he will do more damage, but his sustain is being taken away a bit. Gwen's been hanging on by a thread after her most recent nerfs, so we're stitching her up, haha, by giving her some cooldown buffs that should help her across all skill levels. Needless, oh my god, the puns. So the idea is mainly it's a buff on her E. So the cooldown will be refunded way quicker, which is interesting. And needlework is also going to be quicker, especially in the early game, so you'll be able to use your ults more. Yeah, sure. Then Jace, who's being nerfed. Jace has also been a popular pick in Pro. We're lowering his laning power by making him squishier early on, but increasing his growth rate to make sure he still scales out the late game. So essentially, he gets way less health. He gets about less health in the early game, but then because he grows health, he'll have more health in the late game. Which, okay, sure. Taking away some of his armor. but increasing his armor growth. So his armor at 18 is the same. That's it's a shift. It's like they're saying it's a shift of his power. It just means that early game he'll be way squishier, so he'll be more open to ganks and more open to being lane bullied. Whilst in the late game, he's practically unchanged. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting for Jace players to deal with. Callista, base move speed, tech growth increase. Callista is still yet to be seen on pro this season. Is generally weak in all levels of play. We're buffing some for baseline stats, which should help her out in average play. Super speedy, spooky spears incoming. So she's just getting an overall buff. There's no nerf here. She's just getting more mana. She only had 250 base mana? Damn, that's low. She's going to be faster, and she just gets an attack speed growth of 4.5 instead of 4. So she's just better across the board. There's just like there's no even like competition or dealing with it. She's just better now. Which, okay, sure, interesting. Karthus, Q damage against monsters is increased. Whilst the Death Singer remains powerful in bot lane, his voice has been fading in the jungle. We're amping up his clear to bring the jungle Karthus back from the dead. So, yeah. 95% damage against monsters, 95%. Just make it 100, and his lane clear, then his jungle clear might be really fast, but at the same time, it's the one thing that kind of makes him interesting. But okay, sure. Now it's 95 instead of 85%, so I don't know if that's going to bring him back, though, honestly, because Karthus is not bad, but does he add that much more to the game? Like, outside of his ult, where he can ult you from everywhere on the map, I am pretty sure something like a Let's go Warwick, right? It has way more utility by able to be able to gank, but also be able to fear, but be able to do a lot of damage. Whilst Karthus just does a lot of damage. He doesn't immediately, like, he has a slow on his E, I think, but like that's all right. Sure. Lee Sin, base AD decreased, Q damage decreased. We're looking, no pun intended, to bring Lee Sin's jungle power, clear speed, and early game threat in order to reduce his impact on pro play. Yeah, I've had it. But then again, I play in shit tiers, right? So it's like, what does it really matter what I think about my tier? But okay, they're bringing down his stats. Damn, was it? Oh, so they're bringing it down by 2, and then the Q is being decreased by 5-ish. Okay. And that's bringing bot down by 10, so it's small changes. It's a slight nerf. It's not that much of a nerf. Although with the base AD and stuff like that going down as well, I can imagine that like an overall nerf is, yeah, probably going to bring a little bit of a shit down. But he still has this insane movement, so. Passive healing against champions increased. W base damage increased. Interesting. We're giving Lilia some more scaling sustain for AP builds while also boosting her early jungle clear. This is probably in response to them like removing Ravenous Hunter. So now, in a sense, right, sustain can now, because it's not anymore in the runes, so they don't have to deal with that anymore. So sustain now is basically a champion based thing they can adjust instead of it being like a global mechanism. Interesting. Hi, the cat has arrived. Hell yeah, welcome to the stream. We're going over some patch notes and then maybe playing a game or so, but mainly now I'm just going over patch notes so that I have this video done with, and as well could look at the skins in a moment, which that's interesting, right? The biggest change because of Ravenous Hunter now being Treasure Hunter is probably that, yeah, they're going to be slowly creeping back sustain for all the champions that pretty much used Ravenous Hunter. Nico, passive. Nico's hidden from pro play. Damn, a lot of these shifts are all there for like trying to get them into pro play to actually be used. It's like, okay, doesn't that say something more about the state of your items? And whatever, doesn't matter. W shape splitter. Her on-hit build was quite popular in past meta, so we're bringing it back to ensure the Curious Chameleon out of hiding. Interesting. Passive bonus magic damage increased somewhat. Yeah, increased in the mid to late game. And the movement speed's gonna be a bit quicker too. So essentially, she's gonna be way quicker to chase people down if played correctly with it. Then Pantheon. Pantheon hasn't been living up to his Spartan spirit, so we're sharpening his spear, making him feel more like a paragon of record warriors. Skilled Pantheon players should now be able to showcase their strength with more timely ults, more maneuverable shields, and a better trading tool. So I think this is the one where they're now trying to move him from support to like top lane, right? The base health regeneration is down, so he has less health regen. Interesting. Tap Comet Spear, 600 units, 250 units. Interesting. So he shoots less far? No, he shoots further but less wide, so his hitbox, the hitbox is going to be smaller. Interesting. Removed steadfast shielding. Pantheon is no longer slowed if moving backwards or E. Okay, cool. So he just moves as fast with his thing as without. That's cool. I can imagine that Pantheon players could probably make some use out of it now because it doesn't like handicap them in a way. I came back after a long time because I was learning Japanese. Holy shit, that is awesome. You don't not have to apologize at all for not coming because you were learning Japanese, especially because it's really cool and it's really hard. I tried it back in the day as well a bit, and you know what the thing was is like I could kind of understand conversations and I could follow them after a while, but I was just terrible at speaking the language, right? Because the way you have to put sentences together and stuff like that is very, well, from a Western perspective, I would say it's very difficult. And the thing is that for me, I keep mixing it up with French for some reason. Every time I think about like Nihongo, I just start talking French, and it's really weird because it's not like those two languages really have anything in common. But it's because they're both difficult, you know. I keep on studying because it's difficult. Well, it is good to have a goal like that to keep on studying for, but probably like the way to really learn it is to like get fully involved in it, fully delve yourself into the language. In the way of like, if you have to survive by knowing it, then you'll learn it for really quickly. So, if you ever get the chance, and if restrictions allow it, plan yourself a little vacation, earn a lot of money, plan a vacation to Japan, go there, try and use the language to make your way around. Could be really cool. Could be a life-altering experience. Who knows? Outside of that, it's just a difficult language, and you just keep at it, because honestly, it's the best thing you can do. What helped for me for a while of understanding the language, right, is I would watch. Swear to God, I would watch slice of life shows, but I would watch them without the subtitles. So they're like simple enough that grammatically to like follow along, right? But without the subtitles, I really had to pay attention to what they were saying. And essentially, after a while, what you get is the essentials of conversation. And the more you learn it, the more you start understanding the little nuances here and there. But overall, I guess I have the understanding of like a 2-year-old or like a 1-year-old, you know, like where it's like I kind of understand what you're saying, but not 100%. That and the moment, like in any language, when they start talking fast, it's fucked, right? But it is a good thing you're doing. Keep at it. For all our sakes. Back to League of Galleon. League of Galleon. Gengar. Gengar. I will not refer to him as Rengar, but Gengar. Gengar is becoming... Execute damage against structures is reduced. Yeah, that made sense. His bonus damage against monsters is increased. Okay. So the kit middies is reduced by 40 against structures. Holy crap. That's a lot. Yeah, because Rengar was a little OP last patch where like he could take down towers all on his own, right? Really quickly. So from there, they're changing that. Or Grom did not stack. Haha, lol. I hope there's like patch fixes about like the fucking ping problem, where everything felt like it was having a stutter in it. Like they could fix that for what all I care. I'm just thinking about like Japanese and learning the language. It's difficult, and yes, you get a bit of an understanding of it, but you know, I am grateful for people online who provide translations for fun things. Rise. AP ratio increased. Bonus mana ratio decreased. Okay. So they're nerfing him. Interesting. Wukong. Wukong hasn't been seen in pro play much, despite having a theoretically good match. Someone wants him in pro play. Oh, great. We can now dash through terrain. Why the fuck would you add that? Why would you add this? Ugh, yippee. Under champion, they can go through terrain, says the Akali player. Now. Ugh. Now this makes me afraid. Why the hell would you buff Yasuo and Yone? Yasuo and Yone were one of those champs that were kind of OP. That's why you nerf stuff like the system nerfs and stuff like that. And then you complain that they're weak. Like, that they're getting nerfed because you're nerfing things that directly affect them. It's like, yeah, isn't that kind of the reason that you're nerfing the systems? This is the mind altering like annoyances where I'm like, do you even really know what you're saying? Let's be honest here, right? Craziness, at least to me. Especially because it's so annoying. Sadness, true sadness. Anyway, he's getting health increase, which I hate, and the cooldown of his ult's getting reduced, which I hate. But sure, it's not that much. 30 health, it's like an extra attack. Fine. Yone is also getting more access to his ult, but with a focus on late game, which is when it's usually harder for him to close gaps unless he's already extremely far ahead, which he usually is because it's fucking Yone. Making it from an 80 to a 60. So every minute he can do the whoom, whoom, and dash 2 screens. Sounds about right. I will never let that go. Yone and Yasuo are those two champs which I will never let it go. How much I don't like them. Zeri. Well, when it comes to a champion that was kind of fun to play when she came out, but now is kind of annoying. Base AD. Oh my god, they're changing a whole. They're reworking her again, are they? AD Q damage decreased. AD ratio increased. Now applies on hit effects only once per cast. Okay, interesting. Now grants at most 1 R stack and equal cooldown reduction once per cast, but crits can grant more. 1 more of each. They really want to push her into that crit build that no one wants to play her with. Zeri, you've been a little too unfairy. Doesn't even rhyme. Despite the nerfs in the previous patch, Zeri's been shockingly resilient. He continues to dominate pro play with this round of nerfs. We're aiming to bring her bruiser build more in line with her crit build, as well as making her stacks on hit more predictable. This should give enemies more time to catch Zeri before she starts zipping circles around them. Well, that's the problem, right? It's not even that she does it's all the damage that she does, is that she's so fast that you can never really hit her unless you have like a Pantheon click and stun. AD growth 1.5, holy crap, that's low. At level 18, she's just 75 AD, holy crap. That's like nothing. No wonder people are playing her bruiser, at least those give decent increases in AD. Base armor 20, health growth 95. Her health at 18 is like 2k. So physical damage. Damn, that's bring nerfed in half. So she goes from like when she upgrades her Q to 5 from 30 plus 110 AD, it goes to 15. Oh, but then her AD ratios update. Still, holy crap. Once upon a cast, Q first battle only applies on hit effects only once per cast, which I didn't know. Was that multiple times? So if she went like Blade of the Ruined King, could she like shred through armor with multiple Qs? Zeri can now only gain 1 stack of R Lightning Crash and 1 instance of E Spark Surge cooldown reduction per Q. Which you'd think it already was, but okay, sure. Double the shock. Critical strikes on Q, now grant an additional R lightning stack. Okay. So basically, they took it away from the Bruiser build and now are giving it to the crit build to force her to play crit. Okay, I see what you're doing here, Riot. That's interesting. This is being nerfed across the board. Holy crap. And E-Spark Surge is getting a cooldown reduction in the late game. Okay, interesting. But you have to upgrade it, so in early game it's really long. Oof. Now the item adjustments. We're getting to the skins really shortly. Abyssal Mask has taken a backseat to Force of Nature in terms of magic resist options in this season. We're buffing Abyssal Mask's passive, Unmake, to help it stand out as an aggressive tank option, which will help unmake your enemies MR. Well, that's only useful if you do MR damage. Unmake magic enemy magic resist reduction, kept at 25. Okay, sure. So you can take away 25. You could take away 25 MR. Or you could just buy magic pen boots and then just buy Force of Nature and have that much more MR. If you want to make it comparable to Force of Nature, you're gonna have to buff, you know, the nature of your magic resist. But okay. Gale Force has been the go-to marksman mythic for a while now and has made hyper carries like Jinx and Fearless a bit too safe in pro play. We're increasing Gale Force activity cooldown to give it... Wow. It already was so late. But I guess they're doing it, they're giving it more increasing cooldown because probably people are going to start going more the item hunter thing instead of... Because Ultimate Hunter doesn't... because Ravenous Hunter doesn't exist anymore, so everyone's going to probably start going the cooldown reduction item. Moonstone Renewer. Moonstone has been eclipsing the other enchanter supports. Offers a little bit much to sustain, so it's going down. Okay. Interesting. Maximum of 30. Too bad for Mordekaiser that went that... Mordekaiser went that rune for this item for a while. It was really funny little build. You went like mega tanky Mordekaiser and you just stood there and you had people eat you. It was funny. Umbral Grave hasn't been living up to its fantasy of blacking out opponent's map. We're implementing some buffs to make it a better option for support builds. Lethality of roaming assassins looking to be a tad sneakier. They're reducing the gold. And they're bringing back... Then they're reducing the blackout cooldown. What they should do is make it that if Umbral Grave sees any ward, it automatically disables them. But it might already do that, by the way, but I don't know. Because it's an item I never go, because it's like, it doesn't do, the damage give up is like so small compared to the possibility of it doing decent when it comes to like it's like blackout, it's like map benefits. I don't know. Winter's Approach. Winter made me over for some of those in the Northern Hemisphere, but Winter's Approach is still the premier choice for mana tanks and a few mages despite the scaling item. Being a scaling item, we're increasing its cost to make it less appealing as a final purchase. Okay. Sure. And Time War Atomic provides its users too much safety. Immediate health restoration. Wow. This is a Jax nerf. This is a Jax nerf and a whole bunch of top laners that go this shit. Interesting. Then ARAM. The Mythic. Ooh. Renata. I don't know. I think, yeah, she's cooler in a three-quarter perspective instead of like a head-on one. But that's just me. Tools and ooh. Now we get to the skin review part. Different section, skin review part. Let's go. First up, we have Arcana Ari, which that's probably why they kept buffing her. And why they're not nerfing her right now, I imagine. Cool skin. I do not know enough about tarot cards to be able to speak on the thing, but like the whole blindness energy makes her look a little bit like the Maiden in Black from Demon Souls. Gives her a bit of that energy. It's cool. Next up is Arcana Hecarim. Okay, now that is badass. It's not just the abs; it's the overall like shape here. The big shoulder pauldrons really give him like a presence, especially with the splash art. I don't know if in game is gonna be as good the model, but like on the splash art it looks badass. Holy crap! Yeah, that's awesome looking. Rise. Rise is also getting an Arcana skin. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like the hat. Makes him look a little bit like Jin, but in a good way. Gives him a bit of a spider motif, like the multiple eyes here. It's kind of cool. I don't play Rise, so I don't fully care. Then Xayah and Rakan. Can they start making skins for Xayah or Rakan that don't involve the other one? Because it always feels like they always have to be like paired together in their skin designs. And I would actually not mind if they had like skin designs that are like either or, you know? You don't have to have both of them in there. I think it would be cool. I mean, it is, but like, I think it would be kind of neat. I don't like Rakan's face here that much. You know, Rakan would probably benefit from a beard. Would make him look a little less like a fuckboy all the time. And Xayah looks like Xayah. It kind of looks like a color swap. I don't know. I'm not that big a fan of this skin. I think from these four, the best are probably either Hecarim or Ahri. These two. Rise is fine, but like these two are definitely like the best ones in this patch. Oh, that's what they look like in game. Oh yeah, Hecarim doesn't look that cool in game as he should, but Ahri looks like Ahri, so the tails always add this extra presence to it, which is always neat, you know. Yeah, that looks neat. Actually, no, scrap that. Hecarim does look kind of cool in game. It doesn't have the full presence, but you still get sort of get to the idea. I'm actually surprised that the Rise helmet looks that as well as it does in game. Reminds me a lot of Jin. So yeah, that was the... Nope, Cho'Gath. A treasure hunter to the boot. Huh, okay. So that was the famed also great game patches. I think they're fine overall, and there isn't that much more to add to them. I don't think it's gonna change the game that much. The Rengar changes are gonna be a big nerf for people that were kind of abusing his like Q stuff now, right? But for the rest, I don't see this changing too much. Aside of me probably having to face more Yones and Yasuos now. Let's try a single match, see if we notice the changes, and if not, and if nothing else, then we'll just have played our game of the day. So yeah, that was that. That was a 30-minute segment almost. I'm gonna have to take a look at how I would clip that, or how I'm gonna clip it. Probably similar to the way I did last patch. The where is it? Where I went over the skins. Probably that, because it's not that long. Overall, they're fine. They're good skins. Not as great as I would want all of them to be, but for an Arcana, they're pretty cool. Again, especially like Ari and Hecarim. Those two are great. The other ones, yeah. Ashen Pike, Elden Ring Pike from last patch was a highlight, to be sure. Anyway, time to ban Zed. No, I must, because you're really much of an asshole. Put the Put that there, put it away. Oh, someone banned R8. Good. People that first go and lock in Teemo top, those are the people that scare me.
Fear the assassin with no master.
Because they truly are evil. No, we'll be going with that, unless we'll be going with the Samira build. In this case, we'll be doing that. Oh, and we got booted back to queue. Come on, I want to be able to get one game in at least before the end of the stream. Yesterday was a fun stream. The drawing Lulanya. That's cute. And honestly, I've been watching a few other animes from this season. This anime's kind of stacked. I watched the healer something like please, like it's this guy that gets paired up with this girl, but the girl's kind of an asshole. It's like a pretty shit healer, or as far as we know, it's a pretty shit healer, right? But like, and the guy's kind of a dickhead too. So it's dickheads getting along. That's just usually funny. And then the other anime I watched was this hero joining the bad guys, and basically what he does is like he tells them how to run their business. And it's very much a what would you call it? It's very much like a weird workplace anime, I suppose. And it's cutesy. 2 episodes are out of that one. So in total, that's like 3 shows I get to watch this season, which is already more than the last few years of anime. I haven't been watching too much, since most of it I didn't really care for that much. But now, having a few of them out, and they're looking pretty good, so yeah.
Fear the assassin with no master.
Fear the assassin with no master. Oh, wow. Well, I wonder if they fixed this. Again, the one thing I want them to fix is the whole game stuttering thing. Like, if they could have fixed that, then that would really make my day. Like, really, really make my day. Oh my god, what is this game? Teemo Diana? Teemo Diana. Oh, that's the band's set, and that's the Soraka. Who plays Soraka? Unironically. Zoe and Zeri. Okay. This is very much a... This might be a Conqueror match, not gonna lie. That or a go in, burst them down, and get out game. I don't know. I don't think Conqueror-wise I'm gonna survive. Yeah, I'm gonna have to burst them down because I'm not gonna be surviving a lot of long encounters. Oh. Hopefully it's stuck, otherwise we're stuck with the regular build. Let's go. What skin did we get? Oh yeah, we're going all out. We're going all out. KDA all out. Get it? I'll see myself out. Yes, stupid shit like that makes me smile sometimes. Okay, let's move the move the phone a bit. Oof. No. Ah. Okay. Put those through there so I can keep a look at them. And we're facing Zoe in the mid lane. So, Zoe's a ferocious poker. Which means that we're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with a ring. Go into Riftmaker, which will give us a decent amount of stuff. Still, it's true damage instead. I want to go for an early. I want to go for an early Demonics, actually. Controversial opinion, perhaps, but like, you know. Come on, we're gonna invade. No balls? Hashtag no balls? Hashtag no balls? Fuck it, right? Okay, that might have not been my strongest idea. Especially because I was the one tanking all the hits. Oh well.
Let's have some fun.
Oh. Okay, can this minion stop hitting me? Why does minion aggro work when I don't want it to work? It only works on me, never works on enemies, right?
The old ways just don't work.
Okay, the lag is still there. The lag is still there, that's annoying. Oh, what the fuck? Bro, how long did that have me? Okay, sure. Yo, what was that? What was that stun? That was like 2 seconds? Absolute bollocks. That was bullshit. Fucking A. 2 whole seconds of being stunned. Unbelievable.
I am my own master. Just a bit.
1, let's go. Oh, really? Stupid Zoe.
I love what I do. My enemies love it.
An ally has been slain.
Don't look back.
She's 5.
No one tells me what to
She got extra time. I could have rotated down, but I didn't. Really? Damn, that does a lot of damage. For Q, even when it's like not even that far? Shit, that took like a whole chunk out.
I can do this all day. I work alone. It's better for everyone.
I need help. Oh, fuck's sake. Getting early momental. Maybe I should get a Rift Baker. I don't know.
An ally has been slain.
Ugh. How is she level 7 already?
Let's go.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Boo.
Come on. At least try.
Remember when Presence of Mind gave you more energy? I like those days.
Enemy double kill.
If they're smart, they're scared.
Enemy triple kill.
Okay, I need boots to move around faster.
I mean, they could try.
enemy has been slain.
Okay. Too much damage. Which is way too much damage. What the fuck? What?
Shut down.
Fucking A. Thank you.
No one tells me anything.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
I got a pack full of trouble and nothing but time.
Was Ezreal really AFK?
I work alone. It's better for everyone. Hold steel and the target are all I need. I'm not here to make friends.
Oh, fuck's sake. Really? Let's surrender.
Defeat.
Well, at least it didn't fix the fucking... AFK, intentional feeding, and giving up. Six form, wow. Say see of items, idiot. Yeah. Big green time. Wow, this is an idiot. he take the farm voluntarily? Yeah, because you went. Oh God. He doesn't deserve to win. What is this profile? What is this guy? It's a Garen. Go back to top lane. Yeah, and this damage is shit too. Kids must stay iron. That's why he'll never grow. Okay, victory. Either he's a troll or he is honestly an idiot. Like, I wish I could report twice. Don't waste my... Small ego, small mental. We're just bullying now. This is the bullying. Welcome to the bullying stream, by the way. Is this thing getting? Yeah, you can see it correctly, right? Yeah. Welcome to bullying stream. We're bullying this idiot online because I'm having fun bullying him online. Small dick ego. Okay, you want to play a game? Big man. Probably like 5-4. I don't. I'm probably close to that as well, but really, if I AFK. Losing your own argument. How? You're just a kid losing your own argument. Could somebody tell me that this person should not only be dogpiled, this person should be run over? I don't advocate for violence. I advocate for justice. And people that this stupid ass mental either need to grow up or need to be, you know, run over. There is no in between here. I hate people like this. He AFK'd in his game because his Ziggs was taking some of his farm. Which, okay, shitty thing of the Ziggs to do, right? But for you to then AFK in ranked, complain about it, and be like, nah, I didn't want to let him win. That's why I AFK'd and lost us the game. That behavior and that small ego deserves you a car in your face. It's just the way it is, you know. It is just the sadness of it all. I am unable to contain my inner rage at someone that fucking stupid. Holy shit. Like wow, you're complaining that you're for one losing your lane against a Zeri, which okay, that's already terrible. You should have banned Zeri, but whatever. Outside of that, all that he does is then bitch about it and be like, no. I was being big brained because I didn't want the Ziggs to win. Because he took like a few of my farms, which again, a shitty thing to do, but like put it over yourself, especially as like an ADC. All supports suck. That's the rule of an ADC, is that you're gonna deal with 90% like shitty supports, but you must put yourself over that and continue. You don't just AFK but stay in game. Like you don't do that. You don't do that. Said you're just. And I don't need his small shrimp dick ego to then try and badmouth me. His argumentation doesn't make any sense, and that proves to me that he is just honestly a stupid idiot. Oh, okay, he plays a lot of Ezreal because that's what he likes to play now, right? That's probably the reason. Let me imagine. In the games he won, it are games where he got hard carried by his support, I imagine. Yeah, it's the support being able to lock them down, and then he's able to farm them, or their support's just that bad that he gets to over... Wow. Who plays Ezreal? Now look at that. An 18 thingy support. So the support was... Get carried by support, you stupid limp dick loser. Anyway. Anyway. I should do something. The game is still in a state where I can't really play it because I still have this annoying like lag in it. So I'm gonna stop the stream here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back soon with something else. See if we can get a different type of stream going, right? Anyway, thank you. Take care.